Emily Spencer with the Racing Boys, and I caught up with last week's Daytona winner, Michael Annett. I'm really curious about the whole Sammy Swindell thing. Can you tell me how that all came together?
As far as him driving for my dad?
As far as him driving for your dad and you deciding to choose the number one.
Yeah, I mean, my dad was running locally with at Knoxville week in and week out, and Mike Brooks, and this is back before the Wings even existed, and was running with Mike Brooks there, and then, decided they were going to move on to the World of Outlaws schedule, and Sammy Swindell, was available and came on board, and that's kind of just when that black and gold TMC1 car came about. And so I was born in '86, and that was kind of, my dad jokes when it was him and Mike Brooks, it was the number 12 car, which I really didn't know much about. It's always been the number one to me. So there's just so much history with that car. I remember just going online sometimes, and you go to those sprint car websites and just throw up there, what's the best looking sprint car there's ever been, and 9 out of 10 people say that black TMC car. So being able to acquire the one this year just puts I always enjoyed running the TMC colors and would always get compliments, and man, that reminds me of the old sprint car days, and it's like it'd be really cool if we get that one on the door. And when everything came together and seeing that first rendering, it just adds what already's been a lot of excitement and optimism for this season. It just was the icing on the cake.
So given the family background and a passion for dirt, how did your direction go to asphalt and NASCAR?
That was pretty much a mom call. Honestly, my mom said, it took 19 years to talk her into letting me race, but one of the agreements was I would never ask to go drive a midget or a sprint car. It was straight up going to be stock cars, and talked her a little bit into the USAC Silver Crown Series, but even then it was only on asphalt. So that was part of, take what you can get, and if that was going to allow me to get in the SEVA race car, then she was gonna have that one.
You said you were at New Smyrna watching a friend race, but did you get to Volusia and watch dirt, and do you still enjoy dirt racing?
Yeah, unfortunately I didn't get to Volusia in time. I think they had wrapped up by the time I got down there Monday morning. But I still definitely enjoyed, dirt racing. Last year after practice at Iowa, the garage closed, we got over to Knoxville and spent the night there, and being out in Vegas, make it over and watch the show there, and also in Charlotte. So, it's definitely still, I'm kind of like a Kyle Larson. You ask what are the best races in the world to go watch, and the Knoxville Nationals is in my top 3 for sure.
I look at the two competitors sitting here with you, and Chase Briscoe, he runs midgets. Justin Haley, he was at Volusia working on a dirt late model or modified. And is this something that maybe once you retire from NASCAR you might get an inkling to do? Because clearly grassroots racing right now is kind of having a resurgence.
Yeah, definitely. And I think we're starting to look at the guys that are reaching the top of our sport, and you look at, man, if I could adapt anybody's driving style, who would it be? And, Kyle Larson's always on there. You think about Tony Stewart, Jeff Gordon, all guys with dirt backgrounds. So obviously there's something there. And one thing, it's kind of off topic, but one thing I can't figure out is those dirt guys keep coming over, and they're about the best road course racers we've had. And that's something I haven't really been able to understand with, sliding sideways, turning left the entire time on dirt, and then all of a sudden you bring them over and they're going left and right and shifting, and then they're the best ones we've had. So that's pretty amazing, and there's something there. I don't know what it is, but
I think it's car control.
You're right. It's amazing they can transit. That's how good a race car drivers they are to take it from one end of the spectrum to the other. But you're right, it's just that seat feel and control they have, and it's something there for anybody in the grassroots right now knows they have in their back pocket. They're probably going to be a good road racer once they get up to this level.
And as far as your season with JRM, you think that this just gives you momentum for the rest of the year?
Yeah, it definitely does. I mean, I've mentioned before the confidence and contagiousness that Travis Mack has in us, and it's just it's fire and gasoline right now, the way it's burning around this one car team. And it's, and like I said, you can have that excitement, but if you don't put it to work, it's really just a distraction, honestly. So it's about having that excitement and just wanting to get more of these accomplishments and keep it growing.
Good luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.